Welcome to part 45 of Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme Legends. I want to make a correction. Last part, I thought Fawn Castle was a shoe-tail. It was not. It's actually the first battle when you're going after Wu, whether you succeed or fail the fire attack of Cherby. This stage is actually supposed to be a stage in Chapter 4 that would make or break how Chengdu is handled, because this actually cuts off Ma Chao's reinforcements. So you're supposed to do this stage first, so that Ma Chao only has Ma Dai and himself to deal with the reinforcements. But since I did this in free mode, Yang Huai and Gao Pei showed up as reinforcements for Liu Bei back in the battle for Chengdu. So on this note, this battle, you're supposed to either beat Han Xuan or make him, well, be the victim of a big betrayal. And by big betrayal, I mean Wei Yan all of a sudden strikes down Han Xuan, and both he and Huang Zhong actually joins in. Now, to start off this battle, Jing Daorong will actually show up and ambush him. And he has the Skeletor laugh and everything. Or at least what sounds like the Skeletor laugh. I mean, I will give credit where credit is due. 4 actually did start to take the voice acting seriously, but it's still hammy as hell. I mean, not meme-worthy like Dynasty Warriors 3, but it's still hammy as hell. And I apologize for some of the frame rate drops that I had there. That was actually the game itself. There was a lot of frame rate drops in this whole entire playthrough. But then what do you expect? This is kind of, this is kind of par for the course with Dynasty Warriors, like 3, 4, and I think 5 had frame rate drops as well. Ironically enough, 6 actually did ran smooth despite, well, the shit it happened. I mean, by shit that happened, I mean how the gameplay is structured. But whatever the case, we took out the first of the 3 castles we need in order for the Siege Jing province. And this stage should look familiar to all of you because this is Yi Ling. By the way, it would be fantastic if you had the castle as your base in Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires when you are on this stage. Because, let's face it folks, Yi Ling is a pain in the ass to try to seize. Oh, and by the way, as soon as you start Jing province, you start off battling against Jing Yuan, I think? No, it's Jin Xuan. Sorry, I couldn't see the X. I thought it was a Y. But Jin Xuan shows up as as an opponent to duel. I think he's the only one you do that with that's a generic character. But you do duel Huang Zhong, and that is where the difficulty comes in the stage. But that'll eventually happen later on. Now, if your morale is completely low, you'll also duel other enemies as well. So bear that in mind. So now all you practically need to do is go after the remaining officers that have to be on the other side of the island. The thing that people need to understand... Oh yeah, and also you need to go back too because Xiahou Yuan will actually lead an ambush troop to stop you. I do believe that if you've already unlocked Huang Zhong and Wei Yan, their characters get replaced. Instead, you have to deal with Xiahou Dun and Zhang He that is already in the palace. And once you do, then all of a sudden the battle is over. You don't even have to take on Huang Zhong. Han Xuan. Sorry, I got the name mixed up. They sound almost identical. I'm sorry, it just mixed up in the tongue. But you have to kill off Cao Ren and Xiahou Yuan in order to make sure that Zhuge Liang does not die. Because if he dies, obviously, that's the end of the mission. But if you already have like Huang Zhang and Wei Yan, Xiahou Dun and Zhang He will be occupying the castle, and if you take down Xiahou Dun, who has the most morale, and take down Zhang He, you don't even have to take on the main villain of this whole entire castle, which is Han Xuan, because again, he'll be struck down by Wei Yan. So let's go on ahead and take out the rest of the officers that have to be in the vicinity. I do believe Liu Bei was in this stage too. However, he was, I think, defeated. No, Liu Bei is in the other stronghold, which I'm gonna have to go across the way to get to. And I'm just riding around because I'm trying to remember where the dim sum and Russo, the dim sum and angel wine is. And now that I stop to think about it, the dim sum is probably somewhere near a checkpoint, and I think the angel wine is in the castle where Han Xuan is. So if you don't honestly want to lose out on the angel wine, I think you may want to let Huang Zhang live and just defeat Wei Yan first. Because if I'm not mistaken, yes, the angel wine just so happens to be in the castle. But one of these fours had the dim sum. I was trying to remember which one. I mean, you could try to fight Zhao Fan, but if you take out his subordinates, Zhao Fan will actually withdraw from the battle. I mean, you take out his subordinates, if you take out Zhao Fan, his subordinates will withdraw from the battle. Either way, you're not going to be able to kill all the officers on the stage. That is the main point that I'm trying to bring out, although I'm stuttering and failing miserably and forgetting what I'm trying to say, but you're not going to be able to take out all of the officers on this stage.
All troops, stand down.
As you can see, Zhao Fan will make a retreat the moment his subordinates have been killed. So now that only leaves Yang Huai.
I knew you could do it.
So, and also that leaves the remaining other generals, and that would be, I should believe, just trying to remember. Oh wait, there's the angel wine. It's the dim sum. Damn it. That was where the angel wine was. I made a mistake again. See? I have a bad memory and I'm trying to remember where it is, but I do know the dim sum is in the palace. And if you probably had killed off, wait, is that the dim sum? No, that's not. No, that's not. Okay. I know the dim sum is in the palace. I almost would have been proven wrong if that was the dim sum, but it wasn't. It's in the palace, and you have to actually kill Wei Yan first, then kill Huang Zhang just to get it. Because it's nowhere else in the stage. So, let's see. Oh, and thankfully you don't have any weapons that really need to be... Actually, no, I think Wei Yan has a weapon here. I'll probably have to check my notes for that. Just to make sure. Hold on, let me see. I have my notes with me on my bed, and I'm trying to remember. But while I'm doing that, I'm still clearing off a lot of checkpoints here because I want to try to make sure that when I go after Huang Zhang and I somehow fail to beat him in a duel, that's less warriors coming after me, and it'll just be a one-on-one duel without me being attacked from behind. That's why you take out all the checkpoints. Let me make sure here. I have my notes with me again. Let's see. And the answer is... yes, he does, actually. In fact, I just screwed up the whole rotation on his weapon. For you see, I was supposed to make it to the castle and kill off Han Xuan before enemy reinforcements arrive. Oh, I just fucked up 2 things on 2 fronts. Sorry if I'm using too much coarse language here for all the people who are offended by the fact that I'm using profanity, but it's just certain things that I don't think about. But when you're trying to get a strategy, it just frustrates you that that strategy ends up failing one way or the other. So, in other words, you have to actually go straight into Han Xuan's castle and ignore all of the castles, let everyone else fight them, and deal with Han Xuan before reinforcements arrive as Wei Yan. Yeah, fantastic. So now we're here at the duel with Huang Zhong. Alright. This one is a doozy because Huang Zhong is like on the level of Liu Bei as far as being a tough customer to deal with, excuse me. As you can see, despite how much attack and how much defense Guan Yu has, it's not enough. I mean, make sure that you use counterattacks, but be warned, Guan Yu's counterattacks are rather freaking slow. I'm using the blast orb to try to chop through Huang Zhong's defenses, but unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Turn around, you fool. Oh, that's just great. Come on, break his guard, break his guard. Aw, oh, damn, at the last minute, too. And I'm about to win. I was about to win, too. Oh, well, we're gonna have to chop him down the old-fashioned way. Thing is, I only managed to pull this off to make Huang Zhong and Wei Yan surrender once. I only did it once, and I think that was with, ironically, if I'm not mistaken, there's Wei Yan right there. I only did it with Zhang Fei, believe it or not. Yeah, of all the people I did that with, it was Zhang Fei. I don't understand. And I think it was by luck that I managed to catch Huang Zhong off guard on the duel. But once you beat him in the duel, you leave. You avoid Huang Zhong like I'm sorry, I'm stuttering here. You avoid Wei Yan like the plague, and just after you beat Huang Zhong, and oh god, I beat Wei Yan, didn't I? Well, he was in the way, unfortunately. He was in the way of my Musa, and I had to defeat Huang Zhong. But as I was saying, if you beat Huang Zhong, avoid Wei Yan like the plague, and then after a while, you'll get a cutscene where Huang Zhong's about to be executed by Han Xuan. But then Wei Yan appears and murders Han Xuan, and that would pretty much seal the end of the whole entire stage. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So now we have no choice but to deal with Han Xuan. And I think the dim sum is in this castle somewhere. I'm trying to remember where. Probably in the area where Han Xuan is, which is kind of messed up. That you had to actually go through this palace as fast as you can, just so you can get to Han Xuan. That means you have to actually make a beeline. You have to make a beeline, and you have to kill Yang Huai as quickly as humanly possible, just so you can get to Han Xuan and ignore the duel with Huang Zhong, just to get to him and kill him as quickly as humanly possible before reinforcements arrive. Which would force you to have to capture all the lands. Because again, in order for you to actually win this whole entire... Well, actually, that's the thing. If you want to win the whole entire stage, you have to capture all 4 of the castles. Taking this castle down first would guarantee Wei Yan to actually get the ultimate weapon, and then all you have to do is take down the remaining the remaining castles. That's it. But things did not work out the way it's supposed to. People got killed that wasn't supposed to be killed, and well, it just turned out like this. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the campaign for Jing. And again, the only hard thing about this stage is Huangzhou. That's basically it. That and also reinforcements will show up and try to attack you. But whatever the case, folks, I do believe it. Oh, how soul crushing. I barely got enough to actually max out this weapon, but oh well. I'll see you guys next time in the Battle of Jianyi, which happens to be the final battle for both Wei and Shu, and the Nanmans, of course. And this is a battle against Wu. So with that said, we'll take on the easiest final battle in Part 46. See you guys next time.